Three army generals bet who has the bravest soldiers. The first general calls one of his men and commands him, "You see that tall flagpole? Climb to the top of it and jump down." The soldier is hesitant at first, but then begins to climb the pole. When he reaches the top, he jumps, but breaks a leg. The other two generals salute the man for his bravery. The second general calls a soldier and tells him, "See that flagpole? Climb it and do a front flip onto the ground." The man climbs the pole and performs a flip as the general wished. Unfortunately, upon impact, the soldier tragically breaks his spine. The generals, again, salute the soldier for his bravery. And finally, it's the third general's turn. He calls a soldier and commands, "Soldier, take this backpack full of bricks, climb that flagpole, and perform a double backflip onto the ground." The soldier laughs and replies, "No way, boss. Screw you and your commands." The general proudly crosses his arms and exclaims, "Guys, this is what I call bravery." A young girl asks her father, "Daddy, what does the word corruption mean?" "Dad, bring me a beer and I'll tell you." Girl, "But Mommy says you shouldn't drink." "Dad, get yourself an ice cream sandwich while you bring me a beer." Girl, "Oh, okay." By the time a Marine pulled into a little town, every hotel room was taken. "You've got to have a room somewhere," he pleaded. "Or just a bed, I don't care where." "Well, I do have a double room with one occupant, a Navy guy," admitted the manager, "and he might be glad to split the cost. But to tell you the truth, he snores so loudly that people in adjoining rooms have complained in the past. I'm not sure it'd be worth it to you." "No problem," the tired Marine assured him. "I'll take it." The next morning, the Marine came down to breakfast bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. "How'd you sleep?" asked the manager. "Never better." The manager was impressed. "No problem with the other guy snoring then?" "Nope, I shut him up in no time," said the Marine. "How'd you manage that?" asked the manager. "He was already in bed, snoring away, when I came in the room," the Marine explained. "I went over, gave him a kiss on the cheek, said, 'Good night, beautiful,' and he sat up all night watching me." An older, white-haired man walked into a jewelry store one Friday evening with a beautiful young girl at his side. He told the jeweler he was looking for a special ring for his girlfriend. The jeweler looked through his stock and brought out a $5,000 ring and showed it to him. The old man said, "I don't think you understand. I want something very special." At that statement, the jeweler went to his special stock and brought another ring over. "Here's a stunning ring at only 40 grand, the jeweler said. The young lady's eyes sparkled and her whole body trembled with excitement. The old man, seeing this, said, "We'll take it." The jeweler asked how payment would be made, and the old man stated by check. "I know you need to make sure the check is good, so I'll write it now and you can call the bank on Monday to verify the funds, and I'll pick the ring up Monday afternoon," he said. Monday morning, a very teed-off jeweler phoned the old man. "There's no money in that account." "I know," said the old man, "but can you imagine the weekend I had?" A husband asked her wife, "If I die, will you get another marriage?" The wife answered, "No, of course not. I'm going to go live with my sister. What about you? Are you getting another marriage when I'm gone?" He replied, "No, same with you. I'm going to go live with your sister." One day, 50 politicians were flying across the country in an airplane when the plane started to experience mechanical problems. The plane crashed in a remote rural area. It took an hour for the first police car to arrive at the scene. There was an old farmer was sitting on his tractor beside the wreckage. The policeman got out of his car and looked inside the smashed fuselage. To his surprise, it was completely empty. He asked the farmer, "Where are all of the politicians who were on the plane?" The farmer replied, "I dug a big hole with my tractor and buried them." The policeman asked, "How could you be sure they were all dead?" The old farmer said, "Well, some of them insisted they were still alive. But you know, you can never believe anything a politician says." One day, the U.S. military decided to take a poll to see how the different branches handle a specific situation. In this case, a scorpion in a service member's tent. One representative from each major branch is selected, and each answers privately. The question was a simple one. "There is a scorpion in your tent. What do you do?" Army. "I would crush it with my boot and throw it outside." Navy. "I would pick it up by the tail and throw it outside." Marines. "I'd bite its head off before cooking and eating it." Air Force. "I'd call down to the front desk and ask why there's a tent in my hotel room."